Welcome to today's explainer. Look, if you've spent, any time online recently, you've definitely seen it. The internet is absolutely flooded with garbage AI side hustle advice. Every single day, thousands of so-called internet gurus are shouting about the next big get-rich-quick shortcut. But today, we are completely cutting through that noise. We're looking directly at the data and the reality of the market to uncover the actual sustainable ways to generate real wealth with artificial intelligence. No fluff, just the facts. So let's just dive right in. The information we're breaking down today comes from a super grounded perspective. We're talking about an entrepreneur who literally launches million-dollar AI companies on a monthly basis. So when he tells us that 99% of these gurus are basically selling snake oil because they haven't made a single dollar themselves, we really need to listen. This explainer is built on real credibility and actual market validation, not just a bunch of untested theories. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the evaluation framework, the F-tier false promises, mid-tier realities, the S-tier true gold mines, and then wrap it all up with a concrete 5-step launch blueprint. All right, part 1, the evaluation framework. Basically, how to spot a real AI business. To filter out all the noise, we're using 3 main pillars here. First up, profitability. Like, are people actually going to pull out their credit cards for this? Second is competition. Is everyone and their mother already doing it? And third, longevity, meaning will this survive the very next massive AI update? And honestly, longevity is absolutely crucial if you want to build real generational wealth. Moving on to section 2, the F tier, false promises. Or, as I like to call them, the bottom feeders of the internet. Okay, so things like faceless YouTube channels and AI trading bots, yeah, these are essentially digital snake oil. The YouTube algorithm actively buries that low-effort AI slop, meaning those channels get demonetized super fast. And those trading bots? Think about it for a second. If someone actually built a bot that guaranteed 20% returns, there is no way they'd be selling it to you for $97. The market signals they rely on die out insanely fast, so they offer zero long-term value. It all boils down to this fundamental difference. The F tier is just selling hopes and dreams to vulnerable people, but the S tier, that is entirely about solving real, painful, expensive business problems. Look, if your AI idea doesn't solve a tangible problem, you don't actually have a business. Section 3, the mid-tier realities. These are good ideas, but they're highly competitive. So here's our B tier. We're looking at AI content repurposing, virtual assistants, and AI copywriting. Now, don't get me wrong, these are fantastic skills to learn for your own stuff, but as a standalone service you're selling, their longevity is extremely shaky. Why? Because the out-of-the-box AI models are advancing incredibly fast. If your whole business is just turning long videos into short clips, well, the native tools are going to automate that entirely very, very soon. The same goes for basic copywriting or general virtual assistants. Unless you niche way down to solve complex problems for one specific industry, you're just going to get replaced by the next major software update. Leveling up to the A tier now. You've got AI venture studios, which offer a huge upside but definitely require some deep business experience. Then there were AI to AI marketplaces. Think sites where AI agents actually hire human freelancers. Those are highly defensible, sure, but really hard to build. Honestly, the most accessible A-tier business right now is building AI voice and chat agents for local businesses. $1,500. To put that into perspective, a local plumber or a busy dental clinic will happily pay you that exact amount every single month for an AI voice agent. Because think about it, a missed call can literally mean thousands of dollars in lost revenue for them. Having an AI agent perfectly answer the phone 24/7 and book appointments, that feels incredibly cheap compared to hiring a receptionist who never, ever sleeps. All right, section 4, the S tier, the true gold mines, the most lucrative opportunities today. Let's break down exactly why these 3 models are absolute gold mines. First, AI lead generation. With this, you are literally selling money. Using AI to scrape, research, and hand over warm leads is just an absolute no-brainer for a busy founder. Second, AI consulting. You can walk into a business, charge $5,000 for a simple audit just to show them where AI can save time and easily turn that into a $50,000 implementation project. And third, managed AI cybersecurity, helping massive enterprises defend against AI-powered hacking and deepfakes. The crazy part about consulting and cybersecurity? There is virtually zero capable competition right now. Most people barely know how to log into ChatGPT, let alone secure an entire corporate network against it. But let's look at what our source calls the S of the S tier, AI agent development. We are not just talking about a simple, clunky website chatbot here. We're talking about designing highly specialized AI virtual employees. Imagine building an AI chief of staff that actually manages a business owner's inbox, coordinates their calendar, checks their Slack messages, and even manages other subordinate AI agents. You are essentially selling an entire virtual operational team to a totally overwhelmed business owner. Our source actually calls this specific model the iPhone moment of AI. It's totally revolutionary because it directly attacks the labor dollars on a small business's expense sheet. It allows these small and medium businesses to endlessly scale their operations without ever having to add human headcount. If you've got the technical chops to design these repeatable workflows, the profitability and longevity here are just unmatched. Which brings us to Section 5, the 5-step launch blueprint. Exactly how to build an S-tier AI business. So I want to pose this crucial question directly to you. How do you actually build this ultimate AI business without getting completely overwhelmed by all the crazy tech and the process? Like, how do you start today? Well, the answer is a very specific and surprisingly non-technical 5-step launch blueprint. Here is the exact playbook. Step 1, validate. Just build a super simple landing page and text your network to see if there's even demand. Step 2, pre-sell. Yup, send a payment link to interested leads before you've even built the tech. Step 3 is kind of counterintuitive, but it's absolutely vital. Launch manually. Act as a manual concierge service using very basic tools just to prove the value first. Step 4, build your audience by partnering with niche creators. And finally, Step 5, productize. Take all that manual income and reinvest it into fully automating the software. I really want to leave you with this incredibly powerful thought from our source material. People who win aren't the ones who start first. They're literally the ones who don't quit. You're not behind, I promise. There is a massive frontier of opportunity just waiting for you. Just avoid the bottom feeders, stay aggressively focused, and stick to the blueprint. The technology is already here. Literally, the only missing variable right now is your persistence. So what I want to know is, which of these S-tier models are you going to start building today?